What's up, man? It's Podson Radio. Yo, we back in the house once again. We about to have a lot of fun. It's episode 98. We stay as consistent as possible. We getting 2 episodes away from 100. We got a real gift coming for y'all, episode 100. But us being the real niggas that we are, and yeah, we said nigga to start the episode because this is how we do around here. We got something big for y'all, episode 98. But before we get to the episode, we got to pay some bills, show some love to our sponsors who love to put some money in our pocket. I Repair 911. I don't care what's going on with your iPhone. It can be shattered to pieces. I don't care if the screen is out. I don't care what's going on. My man will fix it for lower than the deductible is, and you'll be walking around with a refurbished phone in no time. Get at Gary. It's 480-416-3909. Tell him the Podson sent you. But like I said, man, we got something real big for episode 98. And of course, I asked him before we got on. I was like, "Yo, we can cuss." And usually, I don't ask niggas that because it's my show. You know what I mean? But I got respect for people that do it at a very, very high level. And the man we brought in tonight does this thing at a very high level. So we about to introduce him to y'all in a second. But I gotta give some love to my young co-host from the young No Cap and All Drip podcast, Keith Brown. What's popping with you, man?
How y'all doing?
Let's bring your mic over this way a little bit.
I got you. Hey, shout out to Podson having me on the show again. It's your boy Carmine Keith. Go check out the channel when y'all get a chance. No Cap and All Drip, capping without an I. So CAPPN. Check them out.
All right, and then we got his co-host on No Cap All Drip. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Bailey, Mr. Go Get Him on the IG, Mr. Go Get Him 79. We in here doing it. Make sure you also check out the nocapandalldrip.com.
All right, and then y'all seen our special guest right now on the camera, but we got to give him one of those sway type introductions. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, being black for one is hard regardless, but being black in Arizona is a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give him his due diligence. What Nori say on Drink Times? We give him your flowers while you can smell them and your trees while you can inhale them, but he don't smoke whatsoever because he's an athlete. That's Podson views. But the man we have today is an Olympian. He's been a medalist. He's went viral. He's done it all. He has and they not chart topping just yet. But as far as the sound, he got shit that's better than a lot of niggas musically. Right. He's on the I Don't Give a Fuck song with YG from back in the day. That's, to me, still was one. What would you say? One of YG's top?
Facts. I mean, the view say it for itself. It's at what, 61 million right now?
Yeah, man, we gotta get you in the camera. Come scoot this way a little more.
I got you.
All right, so yeah, so he did I Don't Give a Fuck, and I believe that was produced by Mitch also, right? Yeah. Okay, so and what else can we give him for that? So and he's from Phoenix, from the South Side, and if you're not from Phoenix and you watching this, South Side of Phoenix is. It's not an easy place to make it from. You know, Phoenix is not an easy place to make it from regardless, but the South Side is even tougher. You know what I mean? You got it's just a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? So for him to, stride the waters he did, shine moment. We got Will Claye in the building, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm solid, bro. Appreciate you having me, man. It's been over years like that we supposed to make this happen, bro. So like,
yeah, man, I don't even
appreciate the respect, man. You know what I'm saying? And welcoming me. You got the whole new setup, man. It look beautiful.
Thank you.
So I appreciate you, bro. For real.
Yeah. Now, man, I don't even like I said, I deal with a lot of people nowadays, but like certain people I have a different, like I put them at a different level. And you one of those people, you know what I mean?
You drove all the way to San Diego, bro, to come to one of my shows.
We did. We had a good time too.
Hey, that's crazy. Like a lot of people wouldn't, even do that, bro. So,
yeah.
Is that when the car broke down?
No. This is we got there clean this time, but at this time I didn't have a plane. I wasn't catching flights like that, but yeah, it was a good ride, but I think we got finessed by some Asian girls or something. And they was like, man, why y'all got these girls at the table? And we was like, nigga, we don't know.
Nah, it was cool. It was cool, man. We was vibing.
Yeah, we had a good time, though.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, man, get busy. All right, but yeah, so we got Will Claye in the building, like I said. But so I want to talk about a lot of things. I want to go through kind of your come up, you know what I mean, your life, sure. Kind of your, even when we talk about your come up, how you got in the track and things like that. We want to talk about the music. We want to also talk about your track career. But before we get into that, so you've been on a world tour right now?
On a world tour.
All right, so just talk about that a little bit and your experience in where was you at? Guadalupe?
Yeah, I just got back from Guadeloupe. That was the first stop on the tour. Man, when was that? This last Saturday. So I'm fresh off. I'm still a little jet lagged, to be honest, man. Still trying to get back on my feet. But yeah, it was my first meet. Went out there. You know, I got the dub, so I can't complain about that. A win is always a beautiful thing and a blessing. So, man, it's always a good feeling to get back out there and put on a show for the fans, like seeing all the kids getting inspired and things like that. And Guadeloupe is like, for me, it's like a second home because they show love. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides like the money, just the way they treat me when I go there, it's like, yeah,
how they treat you when you go there?
It's love. Big love. Like, they know me there. Like, they know me in
Sorry,
Guadeloupe.
moment.
Yeah, like, they know me in Guadeloupe, like, because I've been there probably like 4 or 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go there to open up my season pretty often. And so when I go there, they show love, man. The hotel is beautiful, right off the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you seen my Instagram. I was posting, you know what I'm saying, little videos. From the, I wasn't stunning. I like to show people what the world look like, bro. Because a lot of people I know from the South
Shy
Side,
moment.
they don't leave that.
They
You know
ain't
what I'm
made it
saying?
past Broadway or Baseline.
You feel me?
Straight
You know
up.
what I'm saying? So like, if I can just show them that to where they mind just grow a little bit to see like, dang, that's dope. Like, I want to go there.
It can be that one picture, that one video.
They
make
just
you
take
get out
that
the
one.
hood.
You know what I'm saying? That just
one.
it give you that motivation, and
Nah,
inspiration.
true. And hey, I like that you pointed out that jet lag, because that jet lag. And I was just telling my young boy, yo, I don't even like traveling no more. So I know for sure a nigga who travel the world, you don't even like getting on them planes.
How long is that flight?
Man, I flew from here to Miami, which was like
That's
4.5
That's 4.5 hours.
4.5, 5. And then from there we got on they put us, all the athletes, on like a private charter plane, and we flew from there to Guadeloupe, which was another like 3.5.
So basically you was in the air for 7-8 hours.
Yeah.
But flying over the Caribbean is dope. If during the daytime, because they show you all the islands underneath when you pass them and stuff. They're like, oh, there's Turks and Caicos.
Right.
And
You got to fly in luxury though too, so you get to actually like relax. You ain't.
Yeah, I was cool. I was, you know what I'm saying, I was laid
Imagine
back,
sitting next to a bigger nigga like me, Delta Airlines. You like, man, I'm ready to go.
I'm a slim dude though. So like, if I'm next to you, I'm cool. You feel me? Like, I'm cool.
Nah, I be squeezing in on them airplanes. I'm like, don't worry, big mama. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So, and even before we get into the Will Claye story, I do want to talk about like kind of traveling a little more with you. Okay. For your friends, or not even friends, people you know from like, you know, Phoenix who haven't got to see anything. Right. Talk about some of your experiences traveling the world, some of the places you've been and things like that.
I'm gonna put it like this, man. My growing up, my world, like everybody got their own world. You know what I'm saying? So my world growing up was the South Side. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I was able to go to college. Boom. My world grew a little bit more. Then I went to a bigger college. My world grew a little bit more. I went to Oklahoma first, then I went to University of Florida. You know what I'm saying? Go Gators. Yeah. So my world just grew.
You had the dreadlocks too.
I had the dreads.
Yeah. So you fit right in.
I fit right in. They thought I was from Florida too. They thought I was from out there. But like, my world just continued to grow. And now, like, I live on the road, bro. Like, I live traveling from continent to continent. And my world has just grown to the point to where it's like I've become more cultured in a sense. And I'm African. My parents, you know what I'm saying? I'm the first generation to be born in America. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So I'm already like brought up in a different way just from African culture. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why my music is the way it is, for real. You know what I'm saying? That's why like I can make all these different types of music, because I done been so many places. I done seen so many things. I done been inspired by so many different things. You know what I'm saying? I could like really sit here and rap about nigga the South Side all day. But my world has just grown bigger than that. You feel
Shy moment, baby. Yeah,
it's just grown to the point to where it's like now I want to expose the people around me to it. Yeah, like it don't never feel good to be the only nigga that gets to experience something, and everyone around you don't. That's the
Yeah.
worst feeling. Like,
Oh, so you're not like the dude off not another teen movie? Yo, I'm supposed to be the only black dude at this party.
nah, see, nah,
Like,
like,
nigga gave him his cup and left. All right, we keep going.
I got a little question to piggyback off that.
Yeah.
So obviously we all do podcasting or media in some form, and I
Right.
watch a lot of interviews. And when I see a lot of these athletes or rappers, when they go to these places outside of the country, they have that aha moment. They have that aha moment to where the things they thought mattered, materialistic stuff, just things we take for granted on this side. I remember watching a Nip interview, and he was talking about going back. His pops forced him to go back to where they from.
Yeah.
Did you have that moment at all? And if so, when was it and what happened?
I've had that moment numerous times. I've had that moment, even just going to Guadalupe this last time.
Yeah.
Like just driving through like these towns and these cities and seeing like, man, like we all in this world, we just trying to live.
Right.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'll see some little kids playing around and I'm like, dang, like them little dudes is just like me and my homeboys when we was coming up. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives you a feel like we are all one like human race. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though like they all the way over there, they don't speak a lick of English, but like I see myself in them. Like I see a little kid and I see myself in him.
Because he's doing the same thing that you did as a kid in
but
a different form of a hood.
Exactly. In a whole, they've never left that where they at. You know what I'm saying? They have no connection to me as far as proximity.
Yep.
But like for some reason, it's just innately in them to do what I did as a kid.
Yeah,
You know
I mean, we all had the same spirit. We all do the exact same things, just we in different places.
In different places,
Yep.
bro. And that's all over the world, which is cool. And it just like kind of made my heart grow. And then just to see also like people going through stuff just like we do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Kids with no shoes on.
Yeah.
Just crazy
yeah,
stuff.
bro. Like, and it make you really appreciate what you have for real. And like just being able to be over there and to see that so many miles away from home, bro. Like it's definitely like a aha moment. Like you said.
Nah, that's major, bro.
Yeah.
And even before one last question before we go in. All right, so what is the favorite place that you've been in? I know you got a wifey, so you don't gotta, shout out to wifey.
Yeah, shout out to wifey.
Where would you say the most beautiful women have been that you've seen? This is a Podson Radio question. These are my views.
You know what? My favorite place that I've been is probably Monaco.
Why?
It's just it's the finest of everything that you could see. Like you don't see nothing like regular there. It's just so much money that it's just nothing is regular. For real, bro.
Yeah.
Like you see
I can see it while you saying it.
you're not gonna see no like nothing like a Mercedes Benz. It's a Honda out there. Like you got 16-year-old kids driving Bugattis just cuz
Real foreigns.
real
Foreigns.
that's how like I don't know if you've seen it's a Jay-Z video. He out there driving on a jet ski and like this it's the I think Show Me What You Got video. That's in Monaco. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm just looking around like, dang, bro, this is obviously like it's all materialistic, but it's just crazy to see like, dang.
Everybody got money.
These are some like this is like a really beautiful, like they've made it a beautiful place. Like you seeing dudes land a helicopter on a yacht. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, bro. Like, but it's just a beautiful city. But that was like my first ever track meet when I went overseas as a professional. That was the first meet that I went to.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, dang, this is how
this is the life.
This is how it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to run faster. I'm jumping higher.
I'm like, this is how it is. Like, okay, like, dang. I go to another city, wasn't the same though, but
Third world.
yeah, but as far as women, man, I've seen a lot of beautiful women in a lot of different cities. I'm gonna start with this though. I went to Brazil thinking that I was gonna see like no, this ain't nothing against Brazilian women.
Yeah.
But I went to Brazil thinking that I was gonna see like
Bad
what I've seen as Brazilian women. And where I was at, I didn't see that. Like I was
You was disappointed, low key.
yeah.
You seen some cafeteria workers.
Yeah. I really did. But man, I've been to Paris. Paris has some beautiful women. London has some beautiful women. But I probably would say I probably would say when I went to Africa, bro.
Shine moment,
I was
yo,
gonna
big
say.
time shine
Morocco.
moment.
Morocco. I went to Morocco and it was
And you know, ain't none of us, and we ain't broke, but I mean, compared to whatever you done seen, we broke. You know what I mean? But niggas ain't never been to Africa.
Yeah.
But you hear things like pimping all over the world. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, the best women on the side or reside in Africa.
Yeah.
And that shit kind of touches your heart if you're a real nigga because you fuck with the sisters, you know what I mean? So it's nice to hear you say that.
You know what? You know what's crazy about Africa, bro? And it goes back to what Hove was just saying about Nip when he did that little freestyle on stage. He was talking about how like they gentrify our neighborhoods and then they take them over.
Yeah.
And basically, you know what I'm saying? But for years, that's been what they did to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
When you see Africa, you see these little kids, they starving. You see just poverty. You know what I'm saying? But then you go to Africa, you don't see that. Like you see like beautiful, like
Another shine moment.
like you see beautiful terrain. You see beaches that's the most bluest beaches you ever seen.
But they're not showing that.
They not showing that.
They never want to show that. It's like
they don't want us to
in
go
order
back.
to control who we are. They got to make sure that they show us. If you go to Africa, you're gonna see a bunch of starving little kids.
You're gonna see poverty, just straight poverty,
Yeah.
and that's a form of gentrification to a whole continent. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That's what they've shown us as far as that continent to where it's like we don't want to go to Africa. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now we've gotten to the point to where people are starting to figure it out, and then you got movies like Black Panther that make people really want to tap into where we from.
I think it's more so because of people want to get in touch with their roots, not because they think it's beautiful. And then they get over there,
and then
like,
they
it's
find
beautiful.
out
But
exactly.
it's more so everyone trying to be in touch with their roots. Then they want to go thinking it's gonna be bad, and then they see a whole different side.
See a whole different
especially
side.
as time goes on, as you notice us as a people, we're actually going back
We're
and
going
more
back.
to our roots.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of us that are actually getting out of the hood and
sure.
doing good. And then once we get to a certain level, the number one thing that everybody wants to do is go back to Africa.
Sure.
And they hear people like you, Nas, Nip, Jay-Z. You got all these
Nas
different,
for real or Nas off belly? We about to go to Africa.
For real.
both of them.
In Africa,
We
really,
need to
right?
though, for
Yeah.
real.
I
Like
think
that's
it-
something that needs to be done. I feel like people need to go back. I feel like it's for us. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go start businesses over there. Like I want to go there and start businesses to where I can
Shine
employ
on
my
me.
people.
Yeah.
You know what
Put
I'm
me
saying?
on. I'm coming to work for sure.
You feel me?
I'm
Like
gonna be doing a
you can do the
podcast
same
right there.
thing
Yeah, I
though.
ain't
You
playing.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like
ain't playing at all. Like I'm at the level where, and I gotta invest all my money into everything I do. But like
Sure.
I'm a country traveler. I've been
Yeah.
to Puerto Rico. I can go to Hawaii. But by next year, I'm gonna be with the world traveling type
Bro,
shit like that.
yeah,
So
bro.
yeah, it ain't no thing.
I'm telling you, bro. Like that's what we got. That place is for us.
Yes.
And it's something you want to do in your heart because really Akon been doing it for a while and no one talks about it at
Right.
all. Like
Nobody does talk
at
about
all.
it. You're
So
right.
when you do that, you got to know that obviously you doing it for you
Even
and
when
your
I seen the
people.
solar panels joint, it was like from like a small
Yeah, but
like-
that's huge.
Right. And
That's huge, bro.
but yeah, like the ABC should be, but they don't love us. So
At all.
it is
So,
what it is.
I got a question because this is something that I've heard from even people personally that I've known that's actually went to Africa. So, like when you actually got there, like what was your feeling? Because the people that I've known that have actually gone there and the brothers and sisters that I've known say like they automatically felt like they were at home, like that's where they were supposed to be. What was your feeling when you got there?
I felt like I was in Africa, but but I didn't feel at home in Morocco though. You know what I mean? Like Morocco felt like the Middle East more so than like I was in like Sierra Leone where I'm from. Well, I haven't been yet. I haven't been to Sierra Leone yet. I've been to only Morocco in Africa.
Crazy.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's real crazy.
And it was beautiful, but I still didn't feel like
You saw the best of the best, so it's a different experience.
yeah, for sure. And Morocco was like beautiful, like amazing. And I was in Africa, but I didn't feel like I was like in.
You wasn't
like
he wasn't in
Yeah.
the mood.
That's like I was looking at like rest in peace, like Nipsey Pops. Like
yeah,
I was like, yeah, he
Super.
African,
yeah.
but it's not like my nigga.
No, but it is though. Like, but they just East African. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every like part of Africa has a different. It's just like you know what I'm saying.
Any other continent.
It's like the
Yeah.
country to
Any
the
other
suburbs
continent.
and
Yeah.
the
Right.
archetype.
Yeah, like East Africans, that's how they look. Like
Yeah.
Nipsey look East. If you look at him, you're like, oh yeah, he's African. You know what I'm saying? You look at me, you probably like, okay, he West African. You look at somebody like French Montana, okay, he's North African.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with some of my family's from North Africa, so they
Oh yeah, French is Moroccan.
He would be North African.
Me?
Yeah.
For sure.
He would be West
I'm a
African.
West
You would be
African.
West African.
I'm a real
Yeah.
West African.
I know. Have y'all got y'all
No, I
Yes.
haven't. I haven't.
Yeah, y'all got to do that, bro.
Yeah, see, I'm
Do that, bro.
partially Nigerian, more Nigerian.
Okay, so West African. Yeah, y'all got to do that.
But yeah, no, it's just different because I didn't really even know that Nipsey Pops was like that, so that's why I was mentioning that. But anyway, so before let's just go ahead and get into the story. All right, so talk about yourself. You know, where you from, born and raised, and since we already talked so much, I'll let you just give us a summary. You know,
Mhm.
like
Update.
your high school,
92, 97.
everything like that. You know what I mean?
Toronto.
Ooh, Toronto.
Oh,
finna get
Toronto,
that.
92,
Drake
97.
Toronto going to the finals.
Drake-
Drake finna go up.
1 minute left. 1 minute
Drake-
I'm
left.
tired of
Yeah.
light skinned people winning. No offense.
Drake finna go up. Yeah.
Hey, that's Drake right there. That's his nickname.
All right, but yeah. So, Will, give us your story. Where you from, born and raised, and then just like your life up through high school. How was that for you and things like that?
I was born in Tucson. My mom, she had moved out here from Sierra Leone to get her doctorate at U of A. So she moved out there. She had my two older brothers, and then she had me while she was at U of A. After that, we moved to Phoenix. Stayed. We stayed. Like kind of like North Phoenix area, if I remember right. I was so young, but like North Phoenix area, and then we moved to Atlanta. Moved to Atlanta for a few years, and then me and my mom had got robbed at gunpoint out there.
Yeah.
So we moved back out this way. That's when we moved. That's when we lived on the west side. Lived on the west side for a few years, and then from there, moved. My parents divorced. My mom shook. Me and my mom, we shook. Stayed in Tempe for a little bit, and then from there moved to the south side. So like the south side is where like I really grew into myself. You know what I'm saying? Went to Mountain Point High School. I wasn't supposed to be going to Mountain Point High School because I was outside the zone. But
Where was you supposed to go? South?
yeah, I was
South
supposed to be.
Mountain.
I stayed right around the corner from South. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But like Mountain Point for me, like me, Keys, Tay, Cree, and Clint, Keys and Tay, cousin. We was just cold athletes. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Mountain Point.
Shine moment.
They gonna find the address for you.
Yeah, Mountain Point was like,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all could come. You know what I'm saying? So we all went there. We all balled out. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, football, track. And then yeah, bro, I was just like starting to get kind of deep into a lot of other stuff while I was in school, to where I was like, man, I was a good student. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm like, bro, I'm finna leave early. So I graduated high school early because I just had to go.
Shine moment.
I had to get up out of here. And so I left to Oklahoma. I went to University of Oklahoma. I was 17, man, just shook. Went up there. And from there was when I take it back. Before that, bro, like I feel like I was gonna play football. Like I played one side, receiver on one side, Tay played receiver on the other side. Keys played running back. Keys played safety. I played corner. Tay played corner.
Y'all had the whole field on lock.
Yeah, so like we all in our head was like, shoot, we going league. You know what I'm saying?
NFL,
Yeah. But to be honest, Tay was the first track star though out of everybody. Like Tay still got junior records. You know what I'm saying?
Shine moment,
From
Tay.
Arizona.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, like he was like when we was kids, he used to smoke me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do the hurdles and the long jump. He was running the 2 and the 4. But so I wasn't getting the football offers that I wanted, but I won state championship my freshman year of high school. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already getting offers from every school in the nation
For track.
Shine moment again.
But
So
I
about
got
to get
few-
a triple double.
I got a few offers. I got an offer from ASU, Kentucky, to play football, but it wasn't where I wanted to. I wasn't about to stay in AZ for sure. I had to get up out of here, bro. Like at that time, it was hot. The South Side was hot, dog. Like at that time, it was a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, man, I'm getting up out of here. So I went to Oklahoma, and then I got there. I'm 17, dude, and like a few months later, when I got there, I won an NCAA championship.
Wow.
It's
Shine moment.
supposed to be
That's
my
tough.
senior year in high school. On my 18th birthday in college, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, agents, track and field agents hitting me up like, hey, I got Nike on the line, like they could pay you whoopty wop. And I'm like, dang, I could get bread off a track like this. Like I was just coming to get my education. Excuse me. So I'm like, all right, so I could really finesse the game and really like come up into some bread. Like, so I really started. That's when I really took it serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got at the time it was just Facebook. I got agents in my Facebook messages like, hey, I want to sign you. Da-da-da. Dang, like this is different. I ain't know about professional track.
All right.
So boom, I had a great year that year. And then I come back and get hurt. I was lifting weights with Keith. I came home one weekend, Christmas break. I'm like, hey, Keish, man, let's go do this workout. I got this workout for you.
Yeah.
So I'm on some like Superman, He-Man type stuff. I'm like, hey, put the weight on. Like, I hurt myself, bro. And that took me out my whole sophomore year of college. I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a situation where doctors was telling me I wasn't going to be able to ever compete again. You know what I'm saying? Like I had stress fractures in my lower back. So it's like, I'm like, dang, shoot, what I'm gonna do now? Like, I ain't really a school nigga. Like I do it because I can and I got to, but I ain't like that ain't my lane. So I'm like, dang, bro, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get back. I gotta figure it out. So like I ended up, you know what I'm saying, just taking that year off, ended up getting better. And then my coach, he left. I went to Florida, came back next year to Florida, won another national championship. And then that same year, that's when I signed like a 6-year deal with Nike.
Shine moment.
Super shine moment.
Yeah, I signed.
So you've been to the campus.
For sure, yeah. They was bringing me to. I designed shoes and I was designing. Yeah, they was bringing me to the campus all the time. Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure, definitely. But yeah, man. So that's, you know what I'm saying, like the story as far as
come up and shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, now I appreciate that, and I can tell you media train a little bit because this nigga really encompassed everything.
Yeah,
This nigga didn't miss nothing.
You don't have to ask no questions.
I'm over here like,
telling
yo.
everything.
He got it.
I do got a question though. For people who don't know how hot Arizona is, what made you want to run track in high school? Because for me, I played ball in high school, and the track coach kept coming out. Hey, I see you can jump. Come out. You know what I mean? I'll get your vertical up 4 inches, whatever the case. So, what motivated you to even want to run track in Arizona?
Man, so I was playing football for a team. We was the Titans, right? So I had a game. I think it was a game where like it was the ref that hit. I was playing running back and the ref was like behind me, and he came in my ear. He was like, "Hey, I got $10 for every touchdown you scored." Yeah, we running fly sweeps, or not fly sweeps, just sweep toss.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yeah.
I'm hitting the side. Boom, I scored like 6 touchdowns in the game. So after the game, it was a coach from the Arizona Cheetahs came up to me like, "Hey, you got wheels. Like, what's up? You trying to come try out for the team?" And when they said try out, it made me take it more serious because I'm like, dang, I gotta try out.
You
for
see
this
me
team?
just do 6
right?
touchdowns,
Like
I gotta try out.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, so look, this is for real. So I get a paper to my mom and I go try out. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just a thing to where, like you said, like track would be a supplemental to football. You know what I'm saying? To help you really get right with football. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it just came so natural. I had my older brother, he was cold too. You know what I'm saying? He played at Camelback. He played running back and he ran track.
Okay.
State champion. He ended up going to Cal Berkeley to play football. So like I already had that inspiration through him, but like I was now at this point living out my own, you know what I'm saying, thing in the same way he was. I'm like, okay, yeah, like I've already seen it. So
Right.
I'm just gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? Just do it the same way he did.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
All right, and before, because I want to go into the music career first, and then we'll talk your track career. But what I do want to know is you talked about it being hot on the South Side back when whatever was going on. Just as much as you can touch on, like what was occurring, you know, like what was going on? Just people going down
niggas
for like
was dying.
okay.
Yeah, niggas was dying, bro. It was like niggas was just dying left and right.
I got you.
And yeah, bro, it just seemed like niggas wasn't loyal to really like the code. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a weird time in just generations to where like it wasn't no code no more. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I feel like I have an older soul. Like I was brought up like
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like the code was the code. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like that generation was where niggas got reckless and was just like, nigga, we don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care who you is, nigga. We could be from the same hood. You know, I'm gonna rob you if I need something. That type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So where, yeah, bro, it was just like real reckless. And it was young niggas that was trying to prove themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they was willing to do whatever they had to do.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
Yeah.
I was curious about that. All right, so obviously I can see you know what you're doing. So I kind of want to talk about the music first. You know what I mean? So at what point did you decide like, yo, I want to drop projects and shit like that, like and take the music seriously?
Man, I would say around like 2012 because I honestly started doing music at like 10. Me and Don, bro. Me and Don P was recording music on the boombox. Like,
shout out
kids.
Don P, man.
Yeah, bro. Like he would come to my crib. You know what I'm saying? We would I don't like at the time, bro. Little Romeo and Bow Wow was like the niggas. You know what I'm saying? So like we would just get in there and do our own little thing. We would get our beats off of LimeWire. You know what I'm saying? And
LimeWire.
Young kids don't know nothing about that.
We was downloading beats off LimeWire and we would play the beat on the speaker next to the boombox and just like rap. You know, at the time the tape deck you could record into we would do that, bro. And so like I've been doing music for a minute, but it didn't really like resonate as something that I was gonna really like take anywhere. I was just doing it just cause niggas told me I was cold and it was fun. And so like the YG thing was the first step. The YG record was the first step to where it was like, all right, I had just got back from the Olympics. I'm at the strip club with one of my homies and we was just celebrating. And my boy introduced me to YG.
At the strip club.
At the strip club. Like,
wait, was it Pink Rhino?
We was in LA.
Oh, okay.
We was in LA.
Okay, all right.
And like me, I'm not even really like a strip club kind of dude. Like I don't really, you know what I'm saying, like to go to strip club like that. But I ended up there this night with a homie. And he introduced me to YG. Like YG in the section with 50 Bloods. Like they all turned up. You know what I'm saying? And this was like YG still was young. And so he was a little bit more reckless at the time. You know what I'm saying? And so we linked up, bro. But it was just like a respect to as far as like you a young nigga doing your thing and I'm a young nigga doing my thing.
Yeah.
So we just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, caught on that vibe. And so he was like, man, come to the studio. I'm living in Florida at the time though. So after that weekend, I shook. But I came to Arizona soon after that. And it was the first time like me and all the homies ever went to the club and like got hella bottles and just turned up. That type. It was the first time anybody really experienced that. You know what I'm saying? And I had started to get into that type of thing. So I wanted my people to experience it. So we went to like Revolver, something like that. And we just turned up. And I was with Mitch. Mitch was living in Florida too at the time. He was at Full Sail College. Like Mitch went to school to make music.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I go, I'm faded in the club. I'm like, hey, Mitch, bro, I just met YG, dog. Like, what's up? You trying to do a record with him?
Mm-hmm.
Mitch, like, bro, stop playing. Like, man. I'm like, nah, bro, for real. Like, I met YG, he cool, bro. I think like if you made a cool beat, like he'll get on it. And so he was like, shoot, all right, bro, I'm gonna cook. So he start cooking, he cooking, and I hit YG like, hey, bro, we finna come to LA. We finna pull up at the studio. He said, bet. So we go up there, bro, and with Mitch played that beat, and YG was just, nigga, that's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that's hard. Like we finna like pull that beat up. So I'm like, dang, all right. This like my first time in a big studio, and it's 50 Bloods in there
Right.
again. You know what I'm saying? I ain't grow up around no Bloods. Like I grew up around all Crips.
Crips,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like, I'm like, man, dog, all right. You know, like, I'm a little uncomfortable in there, but shoot, I gotta get off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there trying to put something together. And YG getting a haircut?
Wait.
This the
This
whole
nigga in the studio getting a haircut.
Yeah, he in the studio getting a haircut, bro.
He
While
doing
the beat playing over and over and over. Why is he getting a haircut?
But he thinking about the song.
And he get out the chair from getting a haircut, and he go and he record the whole hook and the whole verse.
Shine moment.
That's crazy.
Just like that. And I'm like, oh, I look at Mitch like, oh shoot, I ain't like, man.
Ain't ready for this.
I ain't prepared. Like, hold up. So he did that, and then he left to like a club appearance, bro. Like he like, all right, yeah, boom, like
lay it down. Your turn.
Yeah, your turn.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shoot, everybody looking at me. I'm like, all right, yeah. So I go in there, bro. I'm timid in the studio, like I ain't comfortable. They hit me in the, you know, you could tap in. The engineer could tap in, like, and tell you, they like, bro, you got to turn up. You got to turn up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. Yeah. So like, even on the record, you can hear that I'm like super turned up just because they told me like, you got to turn up. Usually, like I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit, yeah.
They like turn up, so I'm just going up, and then I had like one more bar left, and the dude he tapped in, he was like, bro, just say something about your medals. And that's why the last line, I'm like, in the medal run, I make nigga go crazy. So like, yeah, that's how that
Shine moment.
That's how that came about, that record. And then from there, like, bro, when he put the record out, no lie, my phone went crazy that whole day. And then he hit me one day like, hey, bro, we got to shoot a video for that record.
Yeah.
Like, where you at? I said, when we shooting it. He told me, me and Mitch hopped on the plane. We had buddy passes. Hopped on the plane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Went up there, and we get there, bro. He had sent me the you gonna like this. He sent me the address, bro. We don't know this address. So we pull up, and it's the jungles.
He in Watts. The jungle. So we driving into the jungles. Like,
you like, this can't be it. Hold on, look at
we
the
like,
address
oh,
again.
we like,
now that's one way in, one way out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm
You feel
very
me?
familiar.
It's your trade. I know you be on that training day.
I'm
shit.
already with you.
We gotta put your cheddar bag in.
Yeah.
Plug that in right here. So
Jake, hey, I need that money, Jake. You bitch made me. All right, now forget.
So like we get there and I'm like, hey, bro, where y'all at? Like, I thought we was shooting a video right here.
94 100 3.9.
Oh, it's over with.
Done.
So he was like, nah, we shooting it somewhere else. So we left from there, and then yeah, we shot the video, bro. When the video came out, for the video, bro, I told everybody come out. If you look, Keith in the video.
I gotta look harder.
There's 200 niggas in the video.
But if you
The
look
whole
like,
hood
look
in the
behind
video.
me though, look like directly behind me, you gonna see Keith. You gonna see my big bro. You gonna Mitch, obviously. Dom. I don't know if y'all ever met Dom, the white boy homie. I just had told everybody come to LA, bro. Like,
yeah,
we shot the video. So when that came out, bro, again, my line was going crazy, and I'm like, dang, like everybody hitting me like, bro, you went crazy on that record.
You did,
and I thought it was weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, bro, I'm really, if they thought that was hard, like I'm about to come back with it. You know what I'm saying? So then me and Mitch just start really cooking, like, and at the same time, Mitch was trying to get on. So like he's shipping out beats to everybody, and then he coming to San Diego. I had moved to San Diego by this time. He coming to my house. We recording projects like in a few days. Like we recording whole projects in like 3 days. I'm putting them on SoundCloud, like on the low though. But I wasn't promoting it though. I was just putting it out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even put one post about it.
Yeah.
I would just be like, let me put it out, see if anybody catch it. You know what I'm saying? And some people did. And so from there, I was like, all right, like it's cool. But then I really was like, all right, I'm gonna really push in 2015. 2015 was like, all right, I'm gonna put something out and I'm gonna like put something behind it.
Yeah, a real marketing plan.
Yeah, and by that time I was making like different music too. Like my sound was just like,
your sound is it grows so much, man.
Yeah.
But what I want to do right now, and I'm gonna see if I want to kind of put you in my mind state. So back in 2013 was a real party era for me. So I Don't Give a Fuck was a big song in my life.
Yeah.
Like a big song. Ill Will Chillin'. Like I didn't know, let alone not knowing it was an Arizona nigga.
Hey, you had put a post out saying it ain't been a hit out of Arizona. That's the hit out of Arizona, bro.
Shine moment.
Yep.
You know what?
Yeah.
You right, but the only reason I can't is because it's a YG song. So it gotta be Yost. You know what I mean?
But he brought the
but no, you have 60 million views.
Right.
Like, now you absolutely right. But this is what I was saying with that post was I want to still get to what I was about to say. But what I was saying with that post was Arizona don't show no fucking love. Right. So like, and I guess they don't have to, whatever. But you should. Any other city you go to, you got somebody like yourself that and Mitch produced the song and y'all contributed to I Don't Give a Fuck with YG. That's gonna be the biggest song on the radio because you got people from the city who did it. So with that post, that's what I was really saying. But oh no, you talking about the hit one though specifically. But yeah, no, we gotta get you actually got some hits, but we just gotta get them.
We just gotta get them off.
We just gotta get them off. You know what I mean? But
get that promo.
Oh, but no, what I was gonna say to you though.
The parties,
niggas partying out of my mind. Like I'm at this time, I'm taking Molly. I'm wilding the fuck out. You know what I mean? on a whole nother level. So
wow, boy.
I know this whole verse at that time, but at the time I didn't know it was a guy from Arizona. So when I meet somebody like Don P and they force me to kind of open up my eyes and see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like it's special. You know what I mean? Like so just even the fact that you got to come with that verse, like that shit is a win for everybody out here. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously it's not champion like that just yet, but watch, just let even more time pass by. Like the next Olympics go by, you win some more people start digging up more shit as all that happens. You know what I'm saying?
We working, bro. We got a lot coming, bro.
And
a lot coming.
You got any questions musically?
I do. So for that video in specific, when I watched it a couple times. There's 200 people in the video. Everybody in the front got their chains on, but you got your medals on. So I was wondering, like, what inspired that? Was it the last bar of the verse, or what made you want to be different and be like, I'm gonna have my medals on. I ain't really gonna shine like that.
I ain't had no chains.
You ain't have nothing? So you came off because you was fresh off of the gold medal, right? At that time.
Yeah, nah, that's not why though. I just felt like that was my my badge. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I had just won. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like, shoot, ain't nobody ever seen those niggas turn up with, you know what I'm saying, with some Olympic medals on, like in no video. Like, I got like
shine moment.
Everybody got chains on. Like, I can go get that same chain made for X amount of dollars. Can't nobody get this Olympic medal, like, unless you take this mug off of my neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't buy one of these.
Yeah. Right? Hey, I need an Elevate shirt too. You got something in the car? I'm saying,
but I got you.
Nigga ain't even bringing nigga's shirt.
I would give you the shirt off my back.
Nah, you
bro,
good.
You know what I'm saying? But,
that, even though it do look crispy. But all right. So now let's talk your track career.
Okay.
So and usually I gotta kind of walk people through this, but I can see you know what's going on. So I want you to kind of cover it from your college days. I mean, you talked about it a little bit already, but well, yeah, you did pretty much cover college. So just talk about going pro and forward, and I want you to talk about yourself competing athletically. You know what the experience was, and also how was it like with people from back home that was viewing you and things of that nature, and the reception you were receiving.
Oh man, going pro was foreign to me. Like I said, it was very foreign to me, but I embraced it, as it came to me. I just embraced it. Like every opportunity that I was given, I just took advantage of it to the fullest. And I just came into the game as a different nigga, bro. Like I was just doing different stuff, like making music and doing other stuff, but at the same time, like excelling on the track, like because people was saying, like, man, he not focused. Like I see he doing that, and then I come back on the track and I still win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shine
I
moment,
still do my
baby.
thing. So like it was kind of a thing to show like this dude is not just a track athlete. He's just a well-rounded man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to show. And I feel like it's becoming bigger now. Like you even see it with Bron, you see it with all the big like athletes. Like, man, you're not about to just tell me to shut up and dribble. No.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do my thing in other genres and other lanes too.
Yes or not, for real.
You feel me?
That's
like,
major.
Yeah. So like I came into the track game as that guy. I had started my brand. Like I was doing all of this stuff to where like it generated respect from the game. But at the same time, it generated a lot of hate from the people that was so used to the way it was done before. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking
Like,
of hate, when obviously coming to the track game and then you obviously dropping that track with YG, you got sponsorships. We all know how YG is and where he's from. Did any of that bleed over into your track to where maybe sponsors wanted to jump off of you, or they looked at you different, or people looked at you different because you went off a straight hood street track to back into, athletics and sports where, we all know Caucasians dominate the behind the
industry,
scenes portion
for
of that.
Sure. Yeah, I was called a thug. I was called a thug, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. But as far as sponsorships, nah. Nobody really like actually I ended up starting to work with Red Bull after that.
Yeah, shine moment.
Right on
After
Red
that,
Bull.
yeah.
Right on
Yeah,
Red Bull.
Yeah, they've been great to me, man. I can't even lie. They've been great to me. And nobody from Nike at the time said anything. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm with Puma, like they love it. Like they love the music.
They love the controversy. Yeah.
Not the controversy, but me doing music. Actually,
I was thinking more
when I
Meek
first
Mill.
signed with Puma, they brought me to a Puma sales meeting and they played the YG video.
Wow.
In front of in front of every employee from Puma.
That's that Jay-Z influence.
They played the YG video.
Big.
They played the YG video.
Hey, you got to go on that Puma plane?
I ain't been on the plane yet, bro.
But it's coming up. It's coming.
No, but that's major. Sure. Like everybody from here should be proud. Like everybody should be proud, regardless as a young black man, or even if specifically if you want to do track and you love music. But everybody should be proud of that shit. So, dog, that's major. I want you to kind of talk about some of the medals you might have won, some of the competitions, and then after that, I want you to touch on some of the Olympics that you've been in and shit like that, and people you met.
Man, I think my medal count right now is 8. I have 8 like global medals as far as world championships and Olympics. 2012, I was the first American since 1904 to win a medal in the long jump and the triple jump at the same Olympics.
Shine fucking moment, yo.
That was
wait, let me go get it.
He said 1904 for the people who couldn't hear it. That's crazy.
Yeah, so like that was big, and it was. I think those are things that like they haven't sunk in even for me because I'm still going. Like I'm still kind of like I'm just in it. My head is down. Like maybe when I'm older and I'm out the game, I'll be able to really embrace all the things that I've done.
Nigga Maurice Green came through and embraced everything.
Hey, no.
That nigga was lit with us.
Hey, he's a legend, bro. Like Maurice Green is a legend, and like he's been one of the OGs that's like even like mentored me in some ways. Like after I made my first world championship team, we had went to Vegas. We do like an athletes retreat for all the athletes that make it, and Mo was there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the car with him. We headed to the club. At this time, I'm 20. I'm 20 years old, right? We going to the club. He talking about his glory days. Like he telling me, you know what I'm saying, how he used to get it. Bro, Mo was like that dude. Like Mo was that dude.
I got that feeling.
And so he telling me all this. I'm like, dang, like, and this is like when I'm first getting started. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to
look forward to.
Yeah. We get to the club together, bro. I got an ID that ain't mine.
Yeah, you 20.
Man,
Yeah.
So it was this dude that I knew that kind of looked like he was dark. He had dreads. So I'm trying to use it through the ID, bro. We in Vegas. And the dude look at the ID. He like, when's your birthday?
You didn't memorize the ID.
I ain't memorized the date. So yeah, they ended up telling me like, you got to get off the premises, or we gonna call the cops.
They keep the ID.
Oh yeah,
they kept the ID.
You know they did.
So I'm like, dang, I ain't even get to turn up with Mo, man. I see him walk in the club. I'm walking out like,
yeah.
dang. But Mo is a legend, bro. But like just seeing people like him in the game, like just be so great and dominate too, like is inspirational for me. Like I feel like I want to dominate the way he did, and I want to continue my career, my legacy, and do the things that he did. You know what I'm saying? Because he brought a energy to the game, bro. Like
swagger.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that I want to do. Obviously, it's in me. So my main thing is just win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna always swag it out. I just gotta get the dub. You know what I'm saying? That's my main focus. But I really wanna just take over the whole game and just be dominant, bro. Like, I want to change the game.
You're doing your thing, bro. I can't wait. And I know for sure within a few years, we're gonna at some capacity, we're gonna find a way to tie all this shit in together.
For sure.
So I can't wait to see this shit firsthand.
For sure.
But my last question before I let you, if you anything else you got to ask.
Yeah.
I want to ask specifically about your viral moment when you proposed to wifey.
Oh man, yeah.
How was that, and like the reception, being on CNN and things like that?
That was huge, bro. That was huge. And it was a situation where like I was thinking about doing it, but I wasn't like sure of how I was gonna like make it happen. And so I'm like kind of like focused on competing, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, I'm gonna go get this ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just bring it, like whatever happens, happens. So I'm telling like a few of my boys, like, hey, I'm thinking about proposing. You know what I'm saying, the queen, and they like, you sure? Like, you going? I'm like, yeah. And what's crazy is she was supposed to go to the Olympics too, as she runs track too, and she took 4th in her event in the hurdles.
Wow.
They take top 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And she barely
missed it.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was crazy. Like when I proposed to her, the finals of the hurdles was going on. So like it was a situation to where like that could have been a moment where she felt like bad, like I'm supposed to be out there, but she didn't even see it. Like I proposed to her at the same time, you know what I mean? So it was cool. It was like perfect timing. Yeah, it was like perfect timing, and it was a beautiful thing. And man, it was just like all my family was there, like, and it was that whole next day, bro. Like we were up for like 24 hours just doing media, like CNN, doing all these things, and it was cool to involve her like with everything, and for her just to see her like just so like happy, bro. Like because.
Why'd she say that you climbed up a 20-foot drop or some shit? What was you doing?
It was a 20-foot drop, and it was like from here to where y'all at, it's a gap. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right here on the track, and then it's a 20-foot drop right here, and then it's a fence, and then the stand, like the stadium, like stands in the stadium. And so I'm like, dang, bro, how I'm gonna get over there? And shoot, I'm gonna just have to jump. So I jump across this thing, and like I grab onto the fence, and like some people grab me,
risking it all.
Yeah, I had to risk it, bro. Man. I had to go do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to go.
Imagine if you would have dropped that ring.
It's over. If I would have failed, it was over.
You was going viral either way that day.
Basically. Basically.
Put it all on the line.
Either way, bro. Yeah, either way.
Oh my goodness. Keith, you got any more questions?
Yeah, I got a few. So one to just piggyback on that. There's kind of a stigma around athletes and getting married and how people think they're supposed to live with multiple women. So like what made you
Who
want
said
to?
that?
I'm just saying.
supposed to-
No, I'm just saying.
messing
I mean,
with you.
athletes,
When you think about it,
entertainment.
right.
I'm messing with you.
Right,
You
right.
going.
When you think about it, there's a stigma when you think about, rappers and celebrities and athletes. So what made you want to say, I'm ready to get married, and how did that elevate your life?
Man, I just found the right one. Honestly, like I can't say I was out here living right
Yeah.
the whole time. Like, but when I found when her and I, got together, I was just like, man, she's the right one. Like, she actually is the woman for me. You know what I'm saying? We make each other better. We build each other up. And like when we got married, no lie, bro. When we got married, October 13th last year, like life just got better. Like in every aspect,
Shy moment.
in every aspect, like life just got better for the both of us. Like it was crazy the way things was just like coming together and everything was just falling into place. Like stuff that I never really like understood, like how it was going, I'm saying, come together, but it just did.
Blessed
Yep.
is the man that finds a wife.
Straight up.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it was, bro. It was like a real beautiful thing. And I didn't see myself getting married. Like when I was young, I didn't see myself getting married right now. Like
Yeah.
even coming into like to being a pro, you know what I'm saying, and getting money and traveling. Like I'm like, man, I'm
Not
about to
right
be
now.
This
out
the
here.
time.
Not
This
right
the
now.
time, nigga.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm about to be out here like doing my thing and just living. You know what I'm saying? But I found my queen.
Yeah, shy moment, bro.
What's up,
And
bro?
like, yeah, and then from there, like it's just like, shoot, now we about to run it up together and just take over together.
No, that's a shy moment.
Yeah.
I think even like yourself is like just a wonderful example for young black men, especially coming from Arizona. You know what I mean? Like if you need a model to follow, and you don't have to be a track star, you don't even have to be an athlete.
Nah,
But like to follow that same type of model, because we all are immature
Yeah.
when we're young. So I mean, obviously you're gonna think a certain way, and we still young. But I mean, you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
But for you to be able to turn that page, it's like almost like Jay-Z when he said,
I need
if
somebody to bounce these ideas off at
yeah,
night.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But
know
no,
what I'm
when he
saying?
said, what he say? Well, if somebody would have told him that Hov would sell clothing, not in his lifetime, wasn't in his right mind. So I can see that you one of those type of people that kind of really change with the times instead of staying back and being like, oh, you know what I mean, getting
Yeah.
stuck one
Yeah.
way. So
Because I definitely could have got stuck for sure. Like I could have definitely it's many instances where I could have got stuck. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason I just didn't.
yeah, not shy
Like it was
moment,
just
bro.
a lot of things that I just slipped through the cracks. Like, and I look back like, man, like I'm blessed, bro. Like, cause shoot, I ain't supposed to be right. Like
Yeah.
my best friend from childhood, bro. He in Texas locked up for murder. Like he gone right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I easily could have been right there. You know what I'm saying? And not did nothing but been right there, just like he was. He didn't do it. He was just there. You know what I'm saying? So now look where he at. You know what I'm saying? And it was other instances just like that. You know what I'm saying? With other people that's dead, locked up. I'm like, bro, I really slipped through that crack. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of, and that's a win for everybody.
And that I feel like that like is why I am like the way I am right now. You know what I'm saying? I really calmed down a lot from when I was, you know what I'm saying, younger.
Yeah, now you exemplify
Yeah.
what a young man should be doing, and that's
that.
major. Like, and you doing it on not even what a young man should be doing, because in America, a lot of people get trapped in society almost to where a young man feels successful if he get a dope job,
On everything,
get a
yeah.
college degree, and got a house that he just leave a house to pay for.
Yeah.
You done this shit on a world scale, so that's big. You know what I mean? I'm all out of questions. I'm gonna let him wrap up. But y'all got any more questions? Bailey, Keith?
I got one more. I feel like I'm asking a lot of questions.
Nah,
you good, bro.
I
You
got
chopping.
one more. So, just back to the music. So, when I first was looking you up, I wanted to make sure we were prepared. I went from the time frame. So, I started off at the YG video, went to some of the newer stuff, and then checked out the EP. And it seems like you really found your voice. So, you went from kind of fitting to how YG and them were rapping on that video,
Right.
to really getting in touch with your African side on the new EP. And my favorite song out of everything is Like That.
Yeah.
So what made you go into that transition versus the status quo and trying to stay with what's going on in the music now? And how do you feel now that you're really in your element?
I'm comfortable, like, cause I'm doing me. Like I'm doing what's coming natural from myself, and I'm not trying to like I'm not trying to be nobody else. And I think that's when you really go up, is when you really come into your own and do your thing in a authentic way.
Yeah.
Can't nobody tell you, like, you can't tell me, like, nobody can tell me I'm weak,
Right.
because I'm doing me. Like, you can't do it. Like, you saying you can't
Sean
do
moment,
it.
baby.
You can't do
Yeah,
it.
I
Like,
fuck with that.
you just can't. Like, everybody, like this podcast that you built, bro, is you. Like,
No, that's
nobody
why I
can.
felt that.
You feel me? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and you doing it your way. Nobody can tell you nothing.
Yeah.
Like, anybody could be like, man, Will, like, I feel like you should do whoopty wop.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
Yeah,
I could.
You can't do it, motherfucker.
I could do it, but it's not me. Like,
Yeah.
I could make whatever kind of music, bro. Like, that's why I don't even say, like, I don't, when people ask me, like, what are you, like, a rapper, R&B, whatever, I say I'm just an artist.
It's a
Like,
vibe.
yeah, it's a
You gonna
vibe.
feel it.
I'm an artist. Like, I'm not putting myself in no box and no category.
Bro, I fuck with that majorly. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, at this point, bro, you got the floor. So I mean, anything you want to talk about, like anything that might be on your heart, and then you can give shout outs, you know what I mean? And we're gonna start getting up out this mug.
Man, shout out Elevate, you know what I'm saying, my brand. Shout out the homies, the home team, you know what I'm saying? Gonna go link up with them tomorrow. The homie Millie getting married. Congratulations
I seen
to
that.
my
Shout
guy,
out
Jamil.
Millie.
Yeah, he about to get married, man, and it's a beautiful thing. I know it's gonna turn him up in life, period. So I'm excited for him. Man, I just feel like it's about to be a big year, man. I feel like it's about to be a big year, not for just me, but like just the people that's around. I feel like this podcast about to be big. Like,
Yes, sir.
everything that the homies got going on about to be big. Like, I feel like Mitch about to turn up, Waves about to turn up, Don about to turn up. You know what I'm saying? I just got this feeling like that a lot of stuff, like the head is about to become the tail, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
Shine moments, baby.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, people done put out a lot of good.
Do you have a grill in, bro? Nigga, your teeth gleaming.
Nah.
You got a button 6. All right, yeah, keep, bro. Keep going, bro. This nigga got the all. This nigga a toothpaste model.
Do music, track star,
And he model Colgate. All right, keep going, bro.
He a dentist on the side.
I was looking, I was like, why your shit sparkling? Like,
it's the Red Bull. Shout out Red Bull.
Shout out Red Bull, man. Yeah, but I just got this feeling, man, and I'm excited, and I definitely as far as me, I know I'm prepared. I'm prepared for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? I'm grinding, you know what I'm saying, every day. So I just, yeah, man, I feel like I got a lot of people around me that's good too, bro. And I feel like I've just been moving different. You know what I'm saying? Especially ever since, like, even Nip passed, bro. I've been moving a lot different, bro. Like, even
you
now,
got to,
like,
man.
even now,
because
like,
you
I
a
keep security, bro.
You a star. Oh, I didn't even realize, bro. But he actually looked like a nigga that don't play no games.
Yeah.
But no, I like that you
Security.
touched on that, because you have to move differently,
I'm
bro.
paranoid,
and you a
bro.
star in your hood. You know what I mean? Like,
I've been paranoid. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen, bro.
At all. He was doing
you can
way
probably
too
move
much.
around the west side, north side, east side just fine, but on that south
I
side,
could probably move good anywhere,
yeah.
but like, and it's not even a fear thing. It's just it's
You gotta protect
it's
your
tactical.
investment.
yes,
It's
sir.
tactical, bro, because like it's a war zone, bro. Like, this earth is broken.
You
dog.
see, I come to the studio with the pistol.
Yeah,
I
bro,
don't-
you gotta be tactical. It's
I'm
not
not
it's
going
not
out.
fear. Like, it's not a fear thing. It's just like I gotta be tactical with how I move. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? And
Nah, you a hot commodity, bro. And like I said, did you have anything else to say before I start?
no.
closing? All right.
So,
Like I
yeah, we
said, man.
chopping.
Hey, it's been Podson Radio, man, and
Yeah.
this has been a very special episode. Shout out to Will Claye. And
Appreciate
outside
you.
of that, like I said, you are a perfect example for what a young black man should strive for. And I got some friends who do the model that I said, like, where I got some friends who got their master's degree in that, and that I tell them that's the same thing. But me, I believe to open up your mind, expand, and create opportunities based upon your ability. So
Can I say one more thing?
yeah, yes, sir.
My you just because you said masters, like both my parents, my mom had her doctorate, PhD. My dad had 2 masters. You know what I'm saying? And we grew up broke.
On the south.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Like my parents probably put more bread towards student loans than they did to me and my brothers. You feel what I'm saying? So like I don't have nothing against school.
That's crazy.
I don't have nothing against school, but I do feel like you could learn a lot more outside of school because it's this right here in school. It's just this, you know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
so much other things that you can learn in life. Like I know you've been reading a lot. I see that.
I read a lot. Yeah,
I've been seeing that, and it's like so many other things. Like I didn't learn how to do taxes in school. I didn't learn how to start no LLC, no nothing, bro.
How to
Like, and these are
network.
things that I had to do once I, you know what I'm saying, got money. And it was like, bro, I should have been on this. Like, I didn't know nothing about credit.
You know what they say? If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the
book.
book. Yo, but I appreciate you saying that because I'm to the point. I don't have enough money yet to where people really listen to what they listen to me. But when I be like, because I haven't worked a 9 to 5 in 3 years, right?
Mhm.
I struggle. I go broke. I do whatever.
That's
like
part of this. That's part of running the business.
Like I really go through it. You feel me? But
Yeah.
so when I sit there and be like, yo, don't give your time to these people. They like, oh, nigga, I got to pay my bills. And at the same time, I'm like, well, shit, I can't help you and pay your bill. So I appreciate you saying that because this is a man who's actually made money, seen money. And he hasn't made a fraction of the money he's probably going to make, but he still made
and
some
I went
money.
to college. I went to college too. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I just know that I've learned a lot outside of, you know what I'm saying, I have been able to really put into my life, bro. Like to really take me to another level.
So coming from Will Claye, they'll take it. And Marquise is another guy like that.
Yeah.
Marquise is dead. Like that nigga will get a college education off the computer. So. Hey,
in a day.
Man, I appreciate that. All right, so now we're gonna really wrap up, man. Once again, it's Podson Radio, man, episode 98. Shout out to the great Will Claye. Keep doing your thing, man. In the 2020, we hope to see you win a motherfucking gold medal. Amen. You know what I mean? And we're gonna stand all the way behind you, man.
Appreciate
we ain't
that,
won a championship since the Diamondbacks for real. But it's Podson Radio, man. We out this joint, man.